Before we attach our claws, what we want to do is hook up a piece of tubing. Now the reason we want to do this is because it makes it much easier to do it now than later on. So take the piece of tubing and push it onto our syringe. You might have to twist and push, but it's attached. That's what we want to do before we glue this on to our robotic arm. Next, we want to glue this onto here. But before we glue, we want to drill a hole that goes through our upper arm. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our drill like this, and basically we want to go on an angle like this. Okay? So if we find the center like here, go on about a 45. At the top, we're off a little bit to the side, but that's fine. Okay? So now we're going to take our tube. We're going to run it through. Now the tube, try to find a longer tube. Okay? The real short tubes aren't going to work out so well. Okay, a short piece of tube like this. Okay? I wouldn't use this one because it's going to be too short. Now, not saying it can't be used for other parts of the robotic arm, but for this one, we want a long tube. So keep pulling it through. And now we're ready to glue it on. Now, this stick, we want it towards the top, like that, not this way. Okay, I would say that's upside down. We're going to have issues. Up like this, okay? So right about there. If you can get it as close as you can to that V, that's ideal without crimping our tube. So, same thing. We'll take hot glue. That's what we want to have. Just like that. Okay, my tube is maybe a little bit crinkled, but I think once we get water in there, it should be fine. But that's how we want to glue it on. That's what it should look like. Once you get everything attached, like we see here, the claw or the gripper is basically done. So your robotic arm at this point should look something like this. Okay, we've got our small syringe up here with our number 12s, our large syringe down here with our number 10s, another small syringe with our number 13s and our 11. Then we made this Y, just like that. We've got our, we have our metal claws, or we have our metal wire that we attach to our wooden dowel, and then we also have our tubing. It's all connected right there. Okay, once again, this still should, might be a little tight, but if you go like this, it still should fit in your locker.